What's up? What's up? What's up? I am DD Love. How are you? Welcome to season 3, episode 24. Love, lie, life after lockup. Drop down and hit like, subscribe, and share. We're going to do a few reviews all in one. We're going to go over a few couples because this episode didn't really give a lot. So let's start off with Shavel and Quaylon. Okay, Quaylon calls. He wants to speak to Myasia. I always say her name wrong. Myela. And Shavel said, hell no, you ain't speaking to her. You know, which is interesting because when he was in prison and on lockdown and she didn't know him, you let her speak to him every day and you let her develop a relationship with him and you let her be friendly with him. And now that you've decided that y'all are not going to work out, you know, she can't speak to him on the phone. See, this is why you got to be careful when you playing daddy and stepmommy to people's children, okay? The same way when you helping people out in situations, right? They'll accept all the gifts and donations. You can support their children and buy them school clothes and all kind of shit. But the minute that you give a suggestion about their child or say something about their child's behavior, they'll be quick to remind you that it's not your child. So be careful and know who you're dealing with, okay? That works both ways, ladies and gentlemen. If you're going to allow a spouse or someone else into your child's life and you tell this kid, this is your dad, this is your mom, when they're giving out gifts, you have to be able to take the good with the bad, because with that kind of love also comes, well, you know, things are not always going to be positive. But again, when users are out there, because this is about being used, because Shavel was using Quaylon to fulfill her fantasy of getting married, if that's what she was really doing. All right, shout out to Shavel. If you don't know, Shavel is now on YouTube, you guys. Go over there and join her channel. I joined it today. She only got like 25 subscribers, so get her ball rolling. Let's see what she's going to put on there, because she does other things as well. You know, she raps and stuff. What I don't like, you know, it's kind of a double-edged sword because she's a younger female, but her daughter is her best friend. So you got your daughter with makeup and stuff on. Let a kid be a kid. Remember Jeffrey from Toys R Us? Let a kid be a kid. Let a kid be a kid. It's necessary. It really is, especially in these days. Let them be children. Everything you do ain't for her, okay? Everybody who sees you doesn't need to see her. It's not that kind of package deal. What I would like to say about the little girl also, because I'm like, damn, they got this little girl head messed up because now she can't talk to her pretend daddy. Who's her real daddy? But I was thinking about it and I said, maybe they told her that this is an acting job. And maybe when she goes there, she thinks she's on set. Like if she was working on a Disney production or something. Because how can you undo this level of damage? Like, they got to be telling her that it's an acting job. You know, you're just acting. You're getting paid for this. This is what you do in front of the camera. I'm really hoping that that's what the deal is. Shavel, if you come across this video, babe, please drop down there and let me know. Do y'all tell her that she's acting? You probably can't say, though. Because, I mean, like I said, how do you undo this level of damage? The same with Priscilla. What's her name, daughter? Damn, I can see her annoying face. Andrea. You know, are they telling these kids it's an acting job? What's really good? All right, on to Shawn and Destiny. This episode, you know, Shawn is ass out, broke, on zero, okay? So his credit cards are maxed out, and we believe this, and we know this is true because they've been calling him for the past 2 weeks, asking him, are you the one making these purchases? Destiny herself has been at the club, at the pizza house, wherever she wanted to go, using his credit card, buying gas. He didn't cut it off because he's too worried about that money that he has tied up in her. I think it's close to $90,000, $50,000 on the bond and 40-something thousand that he spent on her. Now, I want y'all to understand, when you take this money out the 401k, right? So say if he needed a check that was $5,000 going into his account. He had to take out about probably $6,800 or $7,100 in order to get that $5,000 check, because they penalize you. You don't just get to take, you need $5,000, you take $5,000. No. You need $5,000, you're going to be penalized. So he's taking major losses at this point. So he's saying how he cannot take out any more money. He's living paycheck to paycheck. He's desperate. So he calls on who else? Kelly, his lifesaver, his best friend in the whole wide world, who he disrespects for a convict. Anyway, she decides that, first of all, what's her damn name? Kelly. I don't know who told you that pink hair was popping, baby, but that pink hair is not for you. Pink hair, first of all, if you're going to wear pink hair, it needs to be done professionally. You cannot do that at home. Your little friend who dabbles in hair. Mm-mm. No, you need to go to a salon with somebody who knows what they're doing. But before you go there and ask for that pink hair, I want you to ask yourself a few questions. How old am I? How many children do I have? Are any of my kids in the age range where they would wear pink hair or they would date someone wearing pink hair? If so, then pink hair is not for you. Unfortunately, ladies, I hate to break this down, but at a certain time in age in life, your time has passed. That shit is not for you. We didn't come up during Instagram and all of that stuff, so it's too late. It is what it is. If you didn't do that shit then and it wasn't, don't do it now. It's too late. Find another trend, another hobby, something else to make you stick out. Because that pink hair was horrible on her. I was like, really, Kelly? Okay. You loaning him money? You got it like that, girlfriend? Head over to the salon and fix that shit. Cut it down short into a stop. Do something with it, but it's a hot-ass mess. Also, side note, because y'all know I'm greedy, that food looked good, didn't it, at the Mexican place? And I was wondering why Shawn wasn't eating, but Shawn can't eat because Shawn is stressed about this money. He got to make sure that Destiny goes to court so he can get his $50,000 back, okay? Because if he doesn't, he's just ass out if she don't show up, which I'm pretty sure that she will. But you can never tell with someone who has 392 felonies and a history of not going to court. Failure to appears, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, all the cards are maxed out. He borrows $1,000 from Kelly. Kelly tells him, I will help you, but I need $2,000 back, Shawn, and I'm over you and your bullshit, you know? But Kelly, this should be the last time that you help him. He has played you to the left. This is so embarrassing. I would not be fucking with Shawn. Shawn would be on his own, okay? Now on to Marcelino and Britney. So Britney's mother, Cynthia, is an addict, an active addict, but she's also a selfish bitch. I gotta call it what it is. I'm not really sure what she wants from Britney, really. Because I feel like this. At this stage in the game, Britney doesn't need a mother. Excuse me. I feel like they're trying to rekindle something that never was. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, she want to be a good mother to Britney. You were never a mother to Britney. Britney ran away at 12 years old. She was prostituting herself out. She was living out of a hotel. You were an alcoholic, abusing and carrying on at that time as well. You were never a good mother to her, so you're not going to be one now. You have no idea what it is to be a mother, so just get beyond that. The goal here should be for Cynthia to be a sober adult. A sober adult who takes care of themselves actively, period. That's the only goal. We can't be striving for her to be a mother, a grandmother, a sister, a friend, none of that shit. A sober adult, because she has to find herself first. She's never been sober. She's never been a mother. So for her to sit up here talking about, oh, I want to be a mother to her and I love Britney. You don't love Britney, baby. You don't love yourself. And that's just the sad reality of it all. As soon as you own it, you can fix it. And the mother doesn't acknowledge or take accountability for anything that she says or does. Nothing is her fault. She doesn't want to talk about the past, and that's about being in denial. When you talk about the past, you would have to admit that you fucked up. You would have to admit that this girl has been abused because of you, that this girl has gone. See, that's part of the process. The mother's not ready for that. So, Britney, you did your part. You gave her a ride to the goddamn therapist. It's a wrap. I would be done with it. The mother's not allowed at the house because Marcelino said so. And I don't blame him. Somebody got to set some boundaries. And that's what husbands and wives are for. That's what your spouse is for. So, yeah, when you can't see the light, it's their job to do it for you. And that mother needs to be banned from the house, needs to be banned from the lives of the children. Britney honestly needs to be done with her until the mother has completed at least 90 days in rehab, has gone through some form of 12 steps, and is ready to accept some form of accountability. Because there is no way in hell that she could come around me. When I tell you the mother was in complete denial and did not want to hear it, didn't want to hear it. So, to the mother, good luck. Britney, Marcelino was absolutely correct. You know, follow yourself, save your own self. You got to remain sober. You have a substance abuse problem. I would not risk my life messing with this woman who has never had anything going for her, who is the reason why you've gone through all the things that you've gone through. Leave it alone. Put it in God's hand. Every man for himself, God for us all. Okay. Lacey, Shane, and John. Y'all know Lacey irks me. on a whole different level for different reasons. Lacey's like a dude. Lacey thinks with her vagina. Right. Lacey thinks with her vagina. How in the hell is it that Shane is 22 years old. She married Shane. She's pregnant with Shane's baby, right? She was dating Shane&John. John just came home from jail. John thinks that she called the police on him after they left the bar that night and he went to jail. He's been in jail the last 10 months. The sick part of this relationship is the fact that he thinks that she called the police on him and he still wants to be in a relationship with her. Right. He's still got an issue with Shane, young Shane. He'll mess little Shane up is what he said, and so on and so forth. Women, you play a dangerous game. This is a dangerous game, and it's an unnecessary game. And the reason why I'm going to call it a game and I'm blaming it on Lacey is because Lacey said, I don't know what I want to do. What do you mean, bitch, when you're married and pregnant with Shane? That's your response to John being out. You don't know. You don't know about your feelings. You're pregnant and married to someone else. So Lacey also has 3 children with 3 different men, which I find disturbing. These children are all the same age. Keep that in mind. They can't be more than a year apart. They're all the same age, and they all got different fathers. She got problems. She crazy. So the father comes over there, and bless his heart, I love her father. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the problems in a lot of the enablers are the people who love them. The father is an enabler too. But he loves her. But he even said to her, you're not going to tell Shane that John is home? No. That's dangerous. Because not only that, what if Shane just bumps into him on the street somewhere? What if Shane is walking through the backyard and here he comes? Like, why wouldn't you tell him that John is home? John knows that Shane's around, but Shane doesn't know that John is around. And you love Shane? Lacey's a dangerous person. She only thinks about herself. Instant gratification. Like I said, she got pregnant. I guess she wanted to get a husband for these other 3 little children. If this man, Shane, and those little kids seem to like him a lot, there shouldn't even be an option about who's good for you. What you're going to do. You're pregnant. And was pregnant with triplets, y'all. Lost 2 of them, so 1 remained the stronger baby. But you already got 3 kids, 3 baby daddies who are not involved. And you were really about to bring 3 more children into this world. You were 2 men. You pregnant and married to 1, but you're not sure. You think you still love the other one that you sent to prison for 10 months. The fuck? I can't make it up. That Amber, not what's her name? Lacey, get on my nerves. I'm sorry. Lacey really rubs me the wrong way. I don't like how she moves. I want to like her. Because she's neat and she presents herself well, but she's crazy. Her movements are crazy. I hope that she matures. Never mind Shane. Lacey is a little girl trapped in a grown woman's body because she behaves like a 16-year-old. Her decisions are that of a 16-year-old confused young girl. Anyway, on to Amber and Puppy. There's not really much to say about Amber and Puppy, but I will say this. I'm telling y'all, Amber is dangerous because all Amber does is smile and kiki. Never trust them people. Remember I told you about the movie The Joker? All the time he was ha 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 ready to take your ass out. So when people are laughing and smiling all the time, it's a no for me. You better be careful. They dark on the inside. There's something dark going on. They'll do something to you. So we'll see what happens with them. They're not really giving us much of Amber and Puppy, so I really don't have much to say. I think they wanted to get their freak on, but Puppy's mother was not having that shit. She was like, y'all not sleeping in the same bed, are y'all? And no, it's not about them being lesbians, but we come from a day and time where people didn't sleep in a house unless they were married. Like you wouldn't have your boyfriend over and he'd be staying there with you. But we know things have changed. You are considered old school, old fashioned, and outdated when you think that way. But we need to get back to some basic morals in the 2021. Yeah. All right. Drop down there. Leave me some comments. Let me know what it do. All right. It was enjoyable this week. It was quick. I thought it was coming on next week, so I missed it. Luckily, I ran across somebody else's review and I said, let me get out here right now. Okay. I'll make it do what it do. I love you guys. Happy New Year. Be safe out there. Okay. Take it easy. Deuces. Don't forget, leave me some comments. Let me know what y'all think. And don't forget, head over there to Shavel's YouTube page. I'm pretty sure it's just Shavel. But let me double check real quick. In the meantime, did you guys go on my community board? There is a little girl on there. and she touched the dog food, y'all, right? And she can't be more than 2, maybe 2. And she is going off, honey. I mean, going off. Like she lying though, that's the thing. But she went off and defended herself to the point that I said at the end, well, is Lily lying or are her parents lying? Who's lying on Lily? All right, I'm going to find Shavel's YouTube page, and then I will post it on my community board as well. All right, y'all have a good night. Deuces. Happy New Year.